Good day and welcome to another episode of Drew's Book Reviews. I've been reading The Hunger of the Gods, but ultimately the question is, what am I going to read next? Stay tuned, that's coming up here on Drew's Book Reviews. Alright, let's talk about what I'm going to read next. It's been a while since I've done a Next 5 Reads video, and a while since I've done the Viewer's Choice book review. So let's talk about what I'm going to read next for my next 5 reads. And of course, be sure to hit that like, comment, subscribe, vote in the Viewer's Choice poll. It's been a while since we've had a Viewer's Choice poll as well. This will be your chance to vote on which one of these next 5 reads you want me to do a review of. So let's get right into it. Not necessarily this order, but let's get into it. So first up on my next 5 reads, I've actually already read the first book in this series last month, and there will be a video on that coming out. So I've been doing a reread of Dune series, and we're doing a buddy read on the Discord. So next book in the Dune series is coming up. Now again, stay tuned for my review of my experience doing the Audible of Dune, the first book. That video is scheduled for release next week. But for this month, we'll be doing Dune Messiah, Book 2. So if you want to see my review on Dune Messiah, make sure you vote for this one. I don't know about you guys, but I absolutely love Dune. One of the greatest sci-fi epics ever written. Hands down, fantastic series. Absolutely love it. Dune by Frank Herbert. Dune Messiah up next. I can't wait to get into this. It's going to be so much fun. Especially on the buddy route. I'm so looking forward to that. Next up on my list of to be read for my next 5 reads will be a story by Jack London from Classics of Science Fiction and Fantasy. I'll be reading The Scarlet Plague. So this is an interesting, well, I don't know if it's interesting. I've never read it. A lot of these classics sometimes can be pretty dry and boring at times, but I'm going to be reading The Scarlet Plague by Jack London, a classic from sci-fi and fantasy. Now, of course, anything related to a plague can be interesting, as we've certainly dealt with plagues in the past. And let's see what this writer, Jack London, has to say about this idea of the Scarlet Plague and what it is exactly. I honestly know nothing about this story going into it, so I'm looking forward to seeing what it's really all about. Sometimes the title of a story doesn't necessarily accurately portray, or at least it doesn't tell you what it's about in a direct way. Sometimes it can be misleading, which is kind of fun. So I don't know. We'll see what Scarlet Plague's all about. I've never read it. I know nothing about it. But it's in my classics of sci-fi and fantasy. Next up in my to be read for the next 5 reads is going to be 2 books by Margaret Atwood. This is the rest of the trilogy of the MaddAddam trilogy. So there's a sequel to Oryx and Crake, which by the way made a banned list. I put a little bit of a video out about that book banning, so check that out. I'll try to remember to link in the cards. But the first one, Oryx and Crake, made that banned list. So I'll be reading the second one, which is The Year of the Flood, and following that up will be MaddAddam. So this is an interesting post-apocalyptic world in which genetic engineering firms have basically destroyed the world. And I loved the first book, and honestly the fact that it made a ban list should be enough to intrigue you and go, what is so bad about it? Nothing is bad about it. That's the crazy thing, right? These books get banned for content, but it's not that they're bad books. They're actually pretty good books. Anyway, I would definitely recommend this series. I've only read the first one this series, but I know that The Year of the Flood and MaddAddam should be pretty good once all is said and done. So I look forward to getting into those 2 books and the final 2 in that series. And finally, the last one on my list of the next 5 reads, a book I've heard about so much when it first came out. And if I like it enough, I'll probably pick up the rest of the trilogy, but I'll be picking that up likely on my Kindle, which bought a Kindle over a year ago. I still haven't read a single book on the Kindle. Go figure. That's where I'm buying my books now when I do buy books, but I really kind of cut back. I'm just trying to get caught up on my TBR as it is, which is still huge, despite the fact that I have slowed down my book buying dramatically. But anyway, next up is going to be Jade City by Fonda Lee. This is the first in a trilogy, I believe, book 1 of the Green Bones saga. I haven't heard much about this lately, but I remember when it first came out, book 2 was all the rage about this series in this book. So Jade City is on my list of TBR, and we'll kind of see where it goes from there. If I like it enough, I'll probably pick up the Kindle versions rather than the physical copy. As much as I love physical books, I'd much prefer that over an e-reader style. I just don't have the space to be collecting a lot of books anymore. So I'm being exceptionally picky and selective about which ones I'm getting on physical format. And you could bet, though, that Stormlight Archive, anything in the Cosmere is going to be in physical form. Like, there's no way it's not. That's probably about the only one that I can say for sure will be in a physical form. The rest will be e-reader. Anyway, I'm going off on a bit of a tangent now. I'll be reading Jade City by Fonda Lee as part of my next 5 reads. So, make sure that you comment down below. Tell me which one of these you want me to read. Or vote in the poll. Voting in the poll is the best way. And whichever book gets the most votes will be one that I will commit to doing a book review of. So I look forward to hearing from you on which one you want me to review here on the channel. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you've had a great summer reading. I hope you have a great fall of reading. And as always, don't forget, like, comment, subscribe. You know the routine. Join us on the Dragon's Den Discord. That will be linked below. And as always, until next time, keep on reading. Bye.